Well, good day, hello, good afternoon, good morning. I'm Flat Stan, and you're wondering, what are you doing? Why do you look like you're in a fishbowl? Well, switched it up, threw on the old fisheye, and here's why. You noticed a lot of winches in that, and you're probably seeing that this is the teaser for Habit, Level 1's newest video. Well, that's a topic. The winch, and the bungee, for that matter. And, yeah, let's get into it. Well, I think the winch really was introduced only a few years ago, and Level 1 was quite possibly the one that brought that in. I think it was back when Ahmet Dadali had the kind of light blue pants, and they were filming. I think it might have been New Era back in Finland. Tom Wall had the yellow jacket and the red pants, and this was kind of groundbreaking. They were going up long jumps that were up a stair set and gap into a rail on the other side of the bridge, and it was this was back in the day when no one really had figured out lines and stuff in the street, so there was nothing to compare it to. But yeah, the winch has its upsides and downsides. The upside is you can really hit anything, uphill, downhill, traversing a mountain, going across an ocean, pretty much. But the downside is it's noisy. It looks like you're trying to almost water ski at a spot. It's really unrealistic. It's not using the environment at all, really. It almost turns the spot into a carnival ride, really. The noises it makes, the unrealistic amounts of speed you can get on a flat surface, and it's definitely controversial to me. I'm not a big fan of it, but it gets money. Level 1 proves that, for the company at least. And the bungee is essentially the same thing, but you get half as much speed, and you have to put a whole lot of work into pulling it back, and it's really tiresome, but it also looks very bad. But yeah, I'm gonna call my correspondent Patrick Ring, get his thoughts on that.
Yo.
Alright, yo, what are your thoughts on winches?
Winches are sick if used correctly. I don't, back to last episode, Nick Gepper that switched up screaming semen in the streets, I'm not really about that life. If winches are overused and everybody's just doing big boy jump tricks in the streets, then I'm not about it. But if you use it correctly, Level 1 a while back, even though they've used it incorrectly, that one S-rail thing they hit was sick.
Is that
people hit spots like that with a winch, the future's looking bright.
Very true. Yeah, it has its pluses and downsides for sure. On that topic, how does bungee compare to the winch in your opinion?
Bungee, I don't know. Bungee is just sick because it opens the door for anybody to get in the streets with their friends. It's like the base. It's the necessity. Use the bungee whenever you can.
Yeah.
It's sick.
Yeah, no. I mean, definitely don't use it when you don't need it, but for sure.
No, if there's natty speed, don't use it. But if you don't need to use a winch, use a bungee.
Yeah, no doubt. And it's way more less expensive. So, but yeah, on to the next topic. I'll touch base on the next one in a little bit. All right. Well, you heard it from P-Ring, you know, winches they're a bit OD at this time, and you know it's really it's not about the Nick Gepper visions. It's about the OGHG visions. Shout out, eat the guts, you know. Next topic we have is SD versus HD. This is a big one. It's controversial. It gets some hate on the SD side and on the HD side as well. You know, I've seen riots happening. And this is maybe the best portrayal of SD Street that I can present to you. Okay. Computer's about to die, So yeah, this is the SD Street. It really this is the Panasonic HVX. Or DVX, sorry.
Canada? Wow. Must have been cold.
It's not good. Must be a slow connection. Second. Perfect.
My social since you got this money, you disappear, that's how you feel. In the motherfucking hood, it ain't how you steal, it's how you kill. Now I'm rich, bitch, it ain't how you feel, it's how you live.
Shout out Promo Cabana. Great video. If you haven't seen it, you're missing out. But yeah, that's pretty much the best night footage SD you can get. You know, it's crispy yet raw at the same time. You know, it shows exactly what the skiers are doing. It really doesn't make it kind of skewed by the glide cam angle that you're cruising in on, and it's G. That's all it is. You know, I can't put too much words to it, but in my opinion, definitely looks a bit better than HD. But you know, that's an opinion. There's definitely the other side to it. And let's check out something HD, and that would be, once I can get back on the internet. That would be 10 and 2. You know, maybe the most HD video that I've ever seen. Here we go. Sorry folks, the tape is back. You know, we've been throwing too much content up and the tape came to an end, but we got a fresh one now, so that's good. And yeah, here we are. Just looking at trying to line up Shay Flynn's segment from 10 and 2. Reminding you, this goes back to the SD versus HD kind of back and forth argument that some people have. I don't know if too many of you know this, but Shay Flynn's part in this, a lot of the spots were actually filmed in Chicago. Shout out Chirac, shout out Chief Keef and the boys. So you got the HD, and I love this movie. You know, I'm a fan of the SD, but you can't not be entertained by this. So HD done right, very nice, just as entertaining to watch in my opinion. But being a skier, I definitely like to be filmed SD. I just find I look better when it's not so quality. All right. Free Skier magazine. God. You know, this is big. I had to reflect. It definitely needed to be discussed, and it's most slept on skiers. Now, this is some of my guys who I've been, you know, very admired of their swag, their steez, their kit choices, their tricks, everything. And you know, starting off with Mike Brewer, Brew Baby on the gram. You know, this guy, I first saw him in Low Gain, the video from the Harrington Brothers, and you know, man's had that fur hooded coat with the kind of bagged out Adidas pants. You know, he was doing nose buds into stair sets, linking it up with a rail, doing lines, and it was maybe the most inspiring styles I've ever seen. You know, it was light but also heavy and G at the same time. It was a combination of OG and still kind of nifty. And yeah, if you don't know him, that's Mike Brewer, Brew Baby, out of Burlington, Vermont, Home Mountain, Sugarbush, I believe. Next up, be Cooper Hargrave. Now, this man, definitely one of the cleanest executions of any trick I've ever seen. You know, he'll lock on, kind of sit on it for a bit, and then kind of just pop out of it like he'd been anticipating the move his whole life. You know, it's underdone, especially in this day and age. You know, where kids are kind of trying to be extra creative, butter out of everything. But you got Coop keeping it classic, but to the best it can be, and still keeping it underground, like swag style. Very nice. That's Cooper Hargrave out of Salt Lake. And next up, we got a Canadian local. Yep, that's right, Duncan Milne. You know, this man's, you've probably seen him from Riot Skis. Shout out Sanch, #1 ski in his eyes. No, Duncan Milne. You know, this guy really, he's got a very nice vision when it comes to speed and making the speed look good at the same time. You know, it's like he's on. Alright, if a speed motorcycle went through the park and kind of did insane tricks, that's what he would look like. Just very tight, very aggressive, yet, you know, kind of knows that it's being watched at the same time, because you look forward to seeing Dunk when you're, you know, on the chair, and the dude just makes skiing look very nice, and that's Duncan Milne. Talking about
Cody Ray. Cody Ray is slept on for sure.
Sure. Alright. Yeah, wait. Alright, well, you know, as far as content-wise for today, I haven't seen anything new that I should shout out to, but, Wendell Session 1, you know, very nicely done. Very nicely done. It was, you know, it contradicts what I said about using some G songs. You know, that light song that you put in there. Yeah, it was nice. It worked well. It definitely matched all the skiing, and good job on that. So Wendell Session 1, it's up on New Schoolers, I believe. So check that out. And yeah, that's a wrap for the episode. I hope you took some opinions on winches and bungees, SD versus HD, and I hope you look into these slept-on skiers. But as far as today goes, sayonara.